Wow, talk about Phoenix real estate market ups and downs. This month, it's a shocker. Numbers that are going to surprise you. Stick around, you don't want to miss anything, as we'll be looking back 1 month, 12 months, and as far into the future as possible. First and foremost, Happy New Year. Let's dive right into it. But before we do, please click thumbs up, subscribe, and leave us a comment. It truly helps us grow. That said, Jennifer, take it away.
Let's start off with new inventory. In December, there was just over 4,800 new listings. The prior month, there was just under 6,300. And last year this time, it was just under 4,600 listings.
Why is there a drastic reduction in new inventory? In a word, fear. Much like faith, it has many believing in something they can't see. But what you can see, because you're watching this video, are the numbers. They're right here on the screen. And what I believe is happening, in my professional opinion, sellers are holding off putting their properties on the market because they believe that buyers don't want to pay higher interest rates. So they may lowball numbers. Of course, any buyer can submit any offer they want, but in the realm of reality, sellers would like to get as much as possible with the least amount of repairs. That's another video altogether. But back to new inventory, it's a great time for sellers who are thinking about putting their properties on the market to do so because there's less inventory. As rates decrease, and all signs are showing that that's exactly what's happening, and they're continuing to do so, or we're hoping they will, that will give buyers more buying power, which then sellers could ask for more. It's what we call the balance of scales. But right now, there is a lack of inventory, so buyers are being more selective because they're paying the premium. Interest rate rise. And sellers are holding off because they want to get top dollar.
Wow, look at active listings. In December, there was just under 14,600. The previous month, it was just under 16,000. And last year, this time, it was just over 15,000.
What I find interesting when we compare new inventory to active listings, they're down about the same. If my math is correct, plus or minus 100, let me know in the comments if I am. Which means the number of closings should be up. It's all starting to make sense to you, isn't it? If it isn't, reach out to me. I'd be happy to explain what's what.
Isn't this statistic interesting? Number of closings. In December, we had just over 4,900. The previous month, we had 4,655. And last year, this time, we had just under 4,900.
It is interesting, Jennifer. It truly is. That's assuming one likes real estate statistics for the Phoenix metro area, which, ironically, I do. And not to brag, not my style, but exactly what I thought and said would happen did with the number of closings. They're up. And they're up, which means if you're not replenishing your supply of inventory, new properties on the market, then you're going to see a decrease like we did with new inventory and current listings because we're selling more that are being put on the market. That's how numbers work. So we're in a good position now, and we'll talk more about that a little bit down the road when we look at inventory supply and how long properties are staying on the market. But for now, let's move forward boldly with the next statistic.
And here comes the crowd favorite, average sales price. In December, we were just under 561,000. The month prior, we were just over 577,000. And last year this time, we were just under 523,000 as an average sales price.
It truly is a crowd favorite for both buyers and sellers. For buyers, they get to see what they will be paying when they find the home of their dreams and sign in a dotted line. For sellers, they can see what they could potentially profit if they put their house up for sale. But what has happened, which I find fascinating, and it doesn't happen all that often, over the last 30 days, plus or minus, we see that the number of closings are up. But the price went down. Traditionally, that doesn't happen when you have less inventory, which if you go back and watch the video again, you'll see that new inventory is down and active listings are down. So you would think that would drive the price up. But what's the determining factor here? I still believe it's interest rates. So sellers that had their properties on the market probably adjusted down to move forward with their next move. And that's why we're seeing prices decrease, still up from last year, which is a good thing here in the Valley of the Sun, but down from last month.
Next, we have sold to list price ratio. In December, we had just over 97%. The month prior, we had just under 98%. And last year, this time, we had almost 97%.
So, Jennifer, across the last 12 months, really, we're not fluctuating more than 1 point.
That's correct.
What exactly is a sold to list price ratio?
Very simply put, if you get 100%, or if you get your list price, it's 100%.
So if somebody listed for $100,000 and we're right around 96 to 98%, they're getting almost full list price.
Correct. If it was 98%, they'd be getting $98,000.
Understood.
In that scenario.
Thank you for clearing that up. Thank you, Jennifer. What I meant by clearing it up was explaining it in a manner that most everybody could understand, because when it comes to buying and or selling real estate, nobody wants to make a mistake when spending their hard-earned dollars. Okay, enough babbling. Let's get on with the show.
Great to see this one's holding its own. Listing success rate. In December, we were just over 68%. The previous month, we were just over 70%. And last year, this time, we were just at 35.5%.
Ooh, not so good last year with the old listing success rate. One of the questions that I'm frequently asked is, Shawn, is it a good time to buy and or sell? And my quick reply is always, it depends. What does it depend on? It depends on you. Your game plan, which we have to customize. Some are looking for their first home. I remember those moments, precious. Then there are others that are looking for a second house. And Arizona, the Valley of the Sun, is a great place for snowbird. Lastly, there could be those that want investment properties. So they are more concerned with return on investment, ROI. Each of these scenarios are buyers, but with very different needs and or wants. And then some may or may not have what's known as contingencies, meaning they have to sell a property before they can buy. Others might want to hang on to their property for a rental, which would help them move forward building their portfolios. And others may be living in mom's basement or dad's attic or somewhere with a roommate. I think you get the point. So they don't have anything to sell. They can move into a property as soon as we find one for them. So everybody's case is different. And when you reach out, we will go over a game plan, put it together so we save time and money and find you exactly what you're looking for. After all, that's what it's all about. You smiling and enjoying the benefits of buying and or selling real estate.
Months supply of inventory. In December, we had 3 months. The previous month, we had about 3.5. And last year, this time, we had just over 3 months.
Let's talk a little bit more about months supply of inventory, because I firmly believe that inventory is one of the strongest driving factors of increasing or decreasing prices, like the last bottle of water in the desert. Great news for the owner, not so good news for those that are thirsty. Then again, if you're standing in the supermarket aisle 3 beverages, there's plenty of competition and you can pick your poison, as the saying goes. Last, and maybe least, I guess it's up to what you like when it comes to Valley of the Sun real estate statistics.
We have average days on market. In December, we had 61. The month prior, 56. And last year this time, 67 average days on market.
So across the board, over the last 12 months, they're holding about the same. Initially, I don't focus that heavily when it comes to days on market. True, the numbers are what the numbers are, current as well as accurate, as is all of the information I give you in this video, which I hope you enjoyed. If you did, now is a perfect time to click like and subscribe. However, many sellers and or buyers have very different needs and or wants when it comes to moving in and or out of the property they're under contract with. This is where negotiating means everything. And when we talk, I'll explain why. If you want to learn more about living in Arizona, make sure you click this video here. I'll see you over there. Until next time, please take care. God bless America. I'll talk to you soon.